Hello, dear friends. Let us discuss a poem titled Breaking Silence, written by Janice Mirikitani. Mirikitani is basically a teacher and a social activist. She belongs to a minority group of Japanese community who migrated to America nearly a century ago. Her mixed ancestral identity, like the identity of Anglo Indians in India, for example, is a very complicated one. Actually, Mirikitani is the third generation member of the Japanese community in America. It was her grandparents who had migrated to America for a better future. We know that America is believed to be a land of promises and opportunities. Even now, it is a dreamland for many. Migrating to America is so prestigious, and to get a citizenship in America is a symbol of high status. A job in the US means she or he is economically safe. However, the immigrants to America also faced a different type of discrimination there. The word American is a complicated word, and it denotes a different type of identity. It often implies the white people in America. And the white people and Europeans, people of European origin in America, believe that they are the first-rate Americans. The white identity is considered a superior race in America, just like the upper caste in India. But in fact, we know that the white were the colonizers who had once enslaved the other races in America. The original natives of America are red Indians. The black people in America were also brought to that country from Africa as slaves and servants. Later, different people migrated to this country from different parts of the world. America is now a country of mixed culture. But the point is that still there exists racism in America. Mirikitani describes this story of racism and color discrimination in her poem. Japanese people are mongoloids. Their color is described as yellow. They also face discrimination. This discrimination is not noted as in the case of the blacks. Even as a third generation migrant, Mirikitani feels that the pale yellow color of the Japanese people causes them to be considered an inferior race and second-rate citizens in America. It is this complex issue that becomes the theme of the poem Breaking Silence. Let us go back to history now. In the World War II, America was a silent power first. But Japan had attacked Pearl Harbor and they became America's enemy. The Japanese people were considered a dangerous group then. and they were a target group everywhere around the world. The bomb blast in Hiroshima and Nagasaki shattered Japan and all its progress until then. The people of Japanese origin also were treated badly in America. This was why many Japanese Americans were interned. Interned means imprisoned in concentration camps in the US during World War II. Mirikitani, as a social activist, focused and wrote on war relocation. It was her main area of social activism. Relocation means rehabilitation or punaradhivasam. It's a kind of making people comfortable, making the people who were affected by war and war effects and similar hardships. She fought for relocating the uprooted Japanese Americans and to make their life comfortable with a peaceful experience and atmosphere. The poem highlights the forced silence maintained by the Japanese people during and after World War II and their internment in America. The atrocities in the Nazi concentration camp were discussed all around the world. But a similar injustice in the internment camps in America was less known to the world. The internment camps in the USA were in fact racial concentration camps. The Japanese people were told that they had been interned only for their own benefit and safety. That was the irony. It was only later people came to realize that many Japanese persons were forced to undergo mental as well as physical torture and trauma in the internment camps. Many people had died also. Mirikitani is often very direct in her criticism. Her criticism is not polished. It is not sugar-coated. It's a very frank criticism. So she criticized against racism. Racism against Japanese people in America. It was only in 1981, after 40 years of internment and World War, that a commission was constituted to inquire into the atrocities against the Japanese Americans in the internment camps. The commission decided to collect the testimonies of those who were in the internment camps. Testimonies means describing their experiences. സാക്ഷ്യം എന്ന് നമ്മൾ പറയും. സാക്ഷ്യം പറയുക. The poem was written in the background of mother's testimony, of the poet's mother's testimony before the commission. Mirikitani's mother was called in front of the commission to testify about her experiences in the camp. So this is an introduction. This is the introduction to, this is the background of the poem, and let us continue the poem discussion in the next session. Thank you.